No. I mean, I can try to sound like one if you want. Like, this is Andrew
Okay,
Wilson from from
Visions, I think
Michigan.
this is an AI.
What?
No, I know who he is.
No, it's not an AI. That's ridiculous.
No, I know who you are. I know who you are. I've seen you on Jubilee before, so I
Andrew is not an AI. He's not. That's a weird thing to say.
Uh-huh.
but I've seen him before.
Yeah, just talk to Andrew. He's
I mean,
cool.
are you an AI lady?
No, okay, simmer it down, please. So, Andrew,
Simmer
who
it
did
up.
you vote for? Who did you vote for?
I voted for Trump.
Why did you vote for the worst president ever?
Well, I came in to debate you on Trump being the worst president. That
Okay.
factually can't be true.
It is.
No, it's not. Woodrow Wilson. Are you familiar with the pandemic that happened under Woodrow Wilson?
No, but I am under Donald Trump.
Yeah. Do you know how many? Woodrow Wilson actually would not reveal that there was a pandemic. Took no
Neither would
countermeasures.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, he did, and he put in
No,
countermeasures.
hold on. Actually, he did not tell the American people when he knew about it. So we're not going to lie.
No, I mean
sir.
Woodrow Wilson never revealed it, even though it was going on and the press was covering it. Woodrow Wilson refused to even address it. And
Okay,
so
first
many
off-
young men
first-
died under that. It was unbelievable. He can't factually be the worst president.
Okay, so first off, that's not even true.
It is
Second
true.
Off, hold on. Second off, that has nothing to do with Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. So I'm looking for examples that happened during 2020.
Okay,
or
what does the
under
prompt
Joe-
say? What does the prompt say?
Debate me, Donald Trump is the worst president.
So then I would be comparing him to other presidents who were worse than him to prove that he's not
Because
the
I was
worst,
not
right?
alive during then. I'm 23.
What does that have to do with
and I don't-
anything?
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
So you have no context for history, but you're going to say he's the worst president. You realize how
Yes.
silly? Okay, so you're just a fool, or?
No.
Well, that's really silly that you would say he's the worst
Okay,
president.
Visions.
So you want to kick me because you can't defend your position?
No.
You could just
So
ask me to
Vision-
leave. I would just leave.
I never said I was going to do that, did I?
You're going to do it. Come on.
Stop gaslighting me.
You know, gaslighting's not real. You made it up.
What? Okay.
Okay,
I can't
Andrew's
with these
cooking.
people.
Andrew's definitely cooking tonight. Democratic, sorry, you suck.
Okay, Matt, you follow him around, don't you, to every single live
No.
that he goes on.
What?
Uh-huh.
This is not true.
Yes, it is. Matt, I've seen you do. Oh, and then he leaves. They do this every single time. And I think Andrew is an AI too.
Yeah. Well, who's programming me? Do you think Google? You think
I
AI
don't
is
fucking-
sophisticated enough to have intelligible conversations with you like this? Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd love to see that AI program. Can you send it to me? Okay. Well, I'd love to see that AI program. Can you send it to me?
Okay, he's leaving. Hello,
Kicked.
Echo.
Kicked.
Hi,
Who did you vote for?
I'm an AI. I voted for Trump.
You're what?
I'm an AI. I voted for Trump.
Visions.
We want the women to stop talking.
Vision. I don't know what's going on, but we just have so many people asking to join. And I think they're all fake.
No, so basically, if you don't know who Andrew Wilson is,
Okay, so
taking people like Destiny and whatnot, and I think the most recent thing I've seen him in was Jubilee, surrounded. Who was he? I don't remember. It was either Dean or someone else. I don't remember. But it was it was
so
Destiny. He was debating Destiny and surrounded on debate. But that's probably why there's an influx of people coming in.
And I don't like it. Anyways, so first off, the first claim that I have is that Donald Trump is the worst president, and I will stand by that.
okay, and you said due to
Don't
deportation.
even. Okay, Mike.
Wait.
So Andrew.
You let me come back?
So what's your problem
Yes.
with deportation, bitch?
I haven't muted. This drunk guy's about to go crazy. I would just kick this guy. He's obviously drunk and being obnoxious.
For real.
You want my honest reason?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give it to you, but promise not to kick me because it's a reasoned position. And also, you have a bad echo. Just so you know, it's a terrible echo on your end.
Simmer it down.
Okay, but can we do
And
something
it's
about the
not me.
echo?
It's not me.
Can ask the other guy to mute maybe, and let's see if the
Do
echo
you
goes
still
away.
hear it?
Testing. Yeah, it's still there. What if you
Yeah,
if you
it's
mute your
not me.
mic? Let me see if it's or the other guy. Testing. Yeah, it's gone now. So it's the guy Dante, I think. Well, now it's back. So whoever's not muted right now is that's the problem with the echo.
Do you still hear it?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, just start.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, now it's gone. Great. I actually voted for Donald Trump because he wasn't a woman. And I think that that's a reasoned position.
That he was what?
Was not a woman.
Yeah, so do you not think that women cannot be president?
I didn't say that. I said that I voted for Donald Trump because he wasn't a woman. And I prefer to have men be president. It's a preference of mine.
Why?
Because it's my preference.
Why?
Because
Do you
I
think they're
prefer it.
better leaders?
Do you like tacos?
No.
Do you like pizza?
Yes.
Why?
It's better tasting.
So it's your preference?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
an
you
opinion.
don't. So it's a preference.
Why didn't you vote for Kamala Harris?
Because she's a woman.
Yeah, so you're just a Republican, aren't you?
Well, I mean, got me.
Big bad Republican.
Do you think honestly, if you think,
hold on, can you name me one Donald Trump policy that you support?
well, I support that on day one he declared that there was only two genders.
There's actually 3.
He declared though that there was only 2.
And he also declared that men are basically females on his website. So
Yeah, but what's the official policy position of the Trump administration is only 2 genders.
well, you can go with lies in the Bible. I just don't believe in that.
Yeah, well, you don't have to believe it, but you can't say that that's not a reasoned position.
I look at science, and science says that there's 3 genders.
Science does not make claims on gender because gender is a psychological phenomenon, not a scientific one.
So, sir, ooh, Lenny, you're in here, girl. We love you.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, Lenny. First off, if you think that there's only only 2 genders, you're delusional.
If you think there's more than 2 genders, you're delusional. What an argument.
How?
The same, whatever the position would be that would make me delusional for your take would be the same one that would be delusional for mine.
So I think that there's 3 genders because there's male, female, and intersex.
Intersex isn't a gender.
Then can you tell me the definition of a gender then?
Yeah, a gender would be a social construction based around the personal identification you have.
So then what'd you say?
Yeah, can I finish the definition?
No.
No, I can't finish the definition.
No. So do you think? So then, would you say that would be your sex then?
I think that on either end of the gender spectrum, you have to point to sex. Yes.
Okay, so let's look at it from this way then, with your whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that there is 3 sexes then.
Now, how would that mean there was 3 sexes?
Because intersex is basically having female and male parts.
Yeah, but you only have one phenotypical. Hang on, you only have one phenotypical pathway for which can lead to reproduction. That's how we would assign sex. So you wouldn't say, for instance, a man who was categorized as intersex because his body upped the estrogen after his gonads were removed because he had testicular cancer was now a woman, would you?
No.
Okay, but he was,
I don't think so.
and you would say he's still a man, right?
Yes.
So then he couldn't be falling into that third category of intersex, even though he'd be classified as intersex. You see now why it is that you're wrong?
No.
Okay, well, let me explain it again so that you understand. If you would still call this man who would be classified as intersex a man, right, a male, then you are still giving him the sex assignment of male, even though he has intersex characteristics, which would mean what? There's only two sexes that you fall in the category of, even if you're intersex. See how that works?
Not really.
I'm waiting for the counter argument.
So this is my perspective, and you don't have to agree. So whatever you think is a gender or sex, there's three, and you can't just go against it, right?
I just did.
You can believe your own narrative. It's just not true.
Okay, prove it.
Second off, let me finish, please.
Okay.
Second off, you are destroying the country by voting for Donald Trump. So let me make it clear.
Those are just
What
assertions.
you're doing is not benefiting the American people by saying that there's only two genders. What does that prove to people, sir? Andrew, what does that prove to people?
That there's a public stance that if you have some type of marketed delusion, which people don't want to go along with, that they don't have to.
Hold on. Well, I don't need to go along with the Bible, do I?
Nobody ever. Who said you had to?
Because most of the debates are that trans, a guy that becomes trans isn't a woman. That is a woman.
So if the federal government said that you don't have to go along with what you consider to be a marketed delusion, you would agree with them, right? Like if they said you don't have to go along with the Bible. So if the government says you don't have to go along with the Bible, you disagree with them?
I just don't listen to our government.
Can you answer my question? Would you disagree with them? If the government, yeah, okay. So what would you disagree with them about?
If the government told me I had to read
No,
the
don't
Bible,
have
then
to.
yes.
They said you don't have to. Would you disagree
then
with
I
that?
agree with them.
Okay, great. So then if they say that I don't have to have some kind of like agreement with a marketed delusion, I also agree with them. See how that works?
Yeah, but your delusion is being transphobic, which I don't agree with. So
What is how
on.
do you define transphobic?
Being rude
Rude?
towards trans people and hate speech, sir?
You don't think we should protect hate speech?
What?
You don't think we should protect hate speech?
No.
Oh, so what should happen
Why
if
do you
a
think it's
person...
called hate speech?
Yeah, so what do you think should happen to a person who conducts hate speech? Should they go to jail?
Well, on social media, they should be banned.
Yeah, but should they go to jail?
I don't think so. Is it a crime?
Yeah, that's what I just asked you, though. If it should be a crime, you said yes.
No. Unless it affects a group of people.
Well, all speech affects people. That's what its whole purpose is for, is to affect you.
That's why there's two categories. There's free speech and there's hate speech.
Yeah, but hate speech...
Let me
Go
finish,
ahead.
please.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. So there's two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
You have normal speech where you can say whatever the hell you want, and then you have another speech where you are just being rude to be rude.
Yeah, who gets to make that determination?
TikTok, Instagram.
No. I'm talking about in the public arena. So, like, the policy of Trump saying there's two genders, he has the authority to make that demarcation. What is the actual
it's
problem
not
with him
true.
doing that?
But the issue is it's just not true, and it's hating on groups of people
Okay.
you just don't like.
Prove that a gender exists at all. It's a social construction. What is the truth of a gender at all?
The truth of a gender?
Yeah. What makes a gender true?
Nothing.
Okay, well then what do you mean it's not true then? If he
I'm not
says
sure
there's
what you're
only
getting at.
if there's only two, if he says there's only two, you say there's three, and you say there's no truth to it at all, then he's just as right as you are.
Listen, we need to look at the facts. Exactly, Lenny. That's true. You're just bullying people to bully people.
Who have I bullied?
Okay.
Who have I
Now, can
bullied?
we please debate upon Donald Trump and not gender? Because we're just not going to get anywhere because we have different perspectives, and that's okay.
Yeah, but I
So
gave
can
you
we
a
please
policy prescription of
Okay.
Trump.
Okay, can we do another one, please?
Other like policy prescriptions. I also agree with his prescriptions for tariffs. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, so you're telling me that tariffs that raise prices are okay?
I'm sorry, Kamala Harris wanted to increase the income tax and wanted to increase taxes on large businesses. That also increases the price of goods, right?
How?
If you raise a tax on a corporation, they're going to go ahead and raise their prices so that they can offset their losses, right?
No.
No,
So-
they don't do that. No.
Hold on, let me
No.
explain myself. Hold on, you're not just going to. See how you're the only person laughing up here?
Well, there's only 3 people up here, but I'm the funniest one, that's for sure.
No, you're not.
No, I'm pretty funny.
No, the fuck you're not.
No, I am. Can you explain how that doesn't raise prices?
First
Can you explain how it doesn't raise
Andrew,
prices?
You need to grow the hell up
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, okay. Can you explain how it doesn't raise prices when you
Second
raise
off-
taxes on corporations?
So she never said she was going to raise prices on corporations. She was
Taxes.
going after. Please stop.
She was going to raise taxes
She
on
w-
corporations.
Please let me speak. She was going after companies that raise their prices when there's like hurricanes and people are being hurt and they just jack up their prices. Her plan was to combat the economy in the best way possible without spending.
No, she was going to let the Trump tax cuts expire. That would have raised taxes on
The
corporations.
Donald Trump tax cuts went to billionaires.
So you mean
So-
corporations?
And billionaires.
Which, well, mostly you would be pointing towards corporations, got the beneficiary of the tax cuts. So if she let them expire, that necessarily would raise taxes on corporations, which would raise
And how would
prices.
And how would that happen with your logic?
Because if a company has to pay more in taxes, then they increase the price on their goods to offset the money they pay now in taxes.
That's not true.
It's okay. I'll wait. Show me a single company where there's been a tax hike that hasn't raised their prices when you raise the taxes on them. Like, for instance, let's assume you had a business right now and you went from having to pay 10% in taxes to 20%. Do you think that you would raise your prices to offset the fact that you now had to pay 20% in taxes?
Well, first off, I would not raise my prices for anything.
What? Then you wouldn't have a
hold on,
business.
First off, big corporations want money, so of course they would do that. First off. Second off, would I personally do that? No.
What if they had you at a 90% tax? Would you raise your prices then?
Clearly. But wouldn't you raise... Actually, Andrew, I have a question for you.
Can you answer mine first before you ask?
Yes, in a second.
So you're gonna not answer my questions. You just want to ask me
Correct.
questions. I see.
So-
Well, then I'm not going to answer
correct.
yours.
Oh, want to play that way, bud?
Yeah.
Okay.
You answer
So-
mine, I'll answer yours. I think that's fair.
Can you please repeat your question?
Yeah. Can you just explain to me how it could be possible that you have companies where you raise their taxes by 10+% or 15+%, and they don't raise their prices in order to offset their new losses that they now have paying taxes to the government? Can you explain that to me?
So, can you tell me what policy?
Yeah, that's
was
asking a
supposed to do
question,
that?
please. Yes, she was going to let the Trump tax cuts expire, which would have raised taxes on corporations.
That's not true.
Yeah, okay, well, here it is. Kamala Harris says she's going to let tax cuts from Trump administration expire from the Washington Examiner, from
Because
Americans
it
for
went
Tax Fairness.
To be wealthy.
They went,
Because
who
it
are
went to be
corporations?
wealthy.
Who are corporations?
What?
It literally was on corporations. He lowered the corporate tax rate. Look it up.
Andrew, simmer it down, please.
Can you, dude? You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're telling me that tariffs don't raise prices. You need to be for
I
real
didn't
for a
say that
second.
tariffs didn't raise prices. You just made that
How
up.
long- You said that tariffs were a good thing. First
Yeah, they are a
off.
good thing
Why?
because it's the only way that you can incentivize your own businesses to stay inside your nation to be the tax
No,
base that you
no.
want.
So
Yes.
I have a question, Andrew.
Go ahead.
So why do we not make products in the United States?
Because generally speaking, it's cheaper to use foreign labor who have horrendous conditions in order to make those products on our behalf.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So if we brought everything into our country,
Yeah.
wouldn't you think prices would go up?
Well, no. So if we brought, so
hold
no,
on,
hang
if
on. I'll
prices-
explain.
Hold on. No,
Yeah.
No. I'm
Okay, you don't
speaking.
want me to explain it?
I don't.
Okay.
So
Then you explain.
yeah,
You're going to
get that through
explain.
your head,
Go ahead.
please. Get that through your head.
Yeah,
I
go
know
ahead.
You have a hard time
Yeah,
with that.
yeah. Go ahead with whatever you're going to say, and then I'll dismantle it.
Yeah, you're not going to do
Yeah,
that.
I will.
You're not.
I will.
You're not.
You'll see.
So
Go ahead.
Control yourself, Andrew.
Control yourself, lady.
And hello, Lenny. We love you.
Hey, Queen. Love you too, girl.
I know these people are crazy. So, first off, when we bring, if we just stop taking from these other countries that are giving to us, our prices will go up. Because if it was going to be cheaper to produce it in America, we would be doing that right now. Correct, Andrew?
Well, yes, depending on incentivizations, yes. But
Okay.
you have this.
It's a
you,
yes.
Yeah, but you
It's a
don't understand
yes.
why it's a yes. Like you're missing critical context for why it's a yes.
No.
It still would be better if the company was here as part of the tax base for the nation, and it would necessarily lower prices if there was competition inside the United States.
Competition, you want more of that, sir, to raise your prices?
That would lower prices if you have a lot of competition. I don't know what. I'd like. Do you understand how economics work?
So I don't think you understand what's going on right now.
Uh-huh.
And clearly you have some issues, right?
Okay.
So let's backpedal.
Okay.
Right? Because I know you do a lot of debating. It seems like.
And I'm really good at it, and you're really bad at it.
No. Have
Yeah.
you talked to Dean?
I talk to Dean all the time, but usually he just mutes me.
Because you cannot debate.
No, it's
Clearly.
because he refuses to do a moderated debate, even though I've asked him 500
Listen,
times.
we love Dean here, so simmer it down. Sex-
Did you love Harry Sisson too?
No.
Yeah, you did. You loved Harry Sisson. Don't lie.
Actually, I had him blocked.
Yeah, whatever. Harry Sisson was like your BFF. Stop lying.
No, my BFF, sir, was not him.
Yeah, it
And I
was.
can
Come
tell you
on.
that.
Yeah, it was your
Okay.
BFF.
Tanner, we love Dean, so don't go there.
And you love Harry
Tina-
Sisson.
Okay, anyways, back to the conversation. So when we have, if we want to make businesses, not businesses, make stuff more in America, right, Andrew? Prices will go higher
No.
because if it...
Why
okay,
not?
If prices weren't
I'll
going
explain.
to fucking go higher, why don't we do it already?
Yeah, so that's what the goal is ultimately, is to do that. So if you have your steel industrial business here, and there's a lot of competition for steel, prices will not only go lower, but your tax base will expand. That's what the goal of tariffs always is.
But that makes more things expensive, though.
How would it make
Am I
more
right?
things expensive if you have more domestic competition for the thing?
Because if you already have the price,
In
What?
the company, and then adding more tariffs with other countries, that makes everything more expensive, even whenever things
Yeah.
are already expensive.
Yeah,
So
so on the short
adding
so you have
tariffs will make it
yeah.
more.
So you have a short-term versus long-term goal here. So if your short-term goal is you want to have industry come back into the United States to expand your tax base, and so that you have control over critical systems, which would be the steel industry would be a critical system. The gold, I mean, almost everything's a critical system for the necessity of the United States to have critical infrastructure and things like this. You don't want your enemies to be producing your goods. So the idea is you want to bring that stuff back into the United
Okay, so
States.
Andrew,
Hang on. Let me
Andrew.
finish. So if you bring it back
Oh,
into the
let me-
United
let me
States
finish.
and you have a ton of competition locally versus a ton of competition in the foreign market, it still necessarily lowers prices. Just doesn't at first.
yeah.
Okay, so I know, Lenny. So first off, you're telling. Let me start with this, Andrew.
Okay.
So you know labor costs, right? Mm-hmm. So we know that our labor costs are more expensive here, correct?
Generally, that's
Oh,
true.
wait.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Generally, that's true. Depending on the nation you're talking about, that's true. Yeah.
Well, compared to other countries.
No, it depends on the country.
So, sir, do you think we have higher labor costs than China and Mexico?
Yes.
Correct. So when we have that, sir, that means that our prices could go up, correct? Because we're having to pay more for people to do jobs. That means that they're spending money on that and shipping costs. So as if you were a business person, wouldn't you make prices go higher?
I don't even understand the question. What's the question you're asking? If I was a business person, wouldn't I make prices go higher?
If you had to pay people more, wouldn't you make your prices go higher to make back that money?
Sure.
So then what do you think will happen if we turn all of our business into America?
Short term or long term?
Both.
Okay, so I'll answer with the long term first. So what you're advocating for is the exact opposite of what you would actually want. So if you're saying foreign markets are able to outcompete us in industry because they pay their labor less and they're using our market to sell their goods, then it's actually really good for us to have a tariff to compete with that labor. That incentivizes businesses to stay. Stop. That incentivizes businesses to stay here domestically. Do you understand that?
No, what I don't
You don't understand that. Okay.
No, that's not what I just said.
Let her speak, please.
I just let her speak and answered every one of her
Hello.
questions decisively.
Hello,
What are you
Zach.
talking about?
No.
Zach, hello?
Hello?
Okay. Anyways, I'm not sure what's going on there. Second off, I do understand what you're saying. I just don't agree with it.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean, why would you want the outsourcing of critical infrastructure products made by the enemies of the United States because they have cheaper labor costs when
Because
you can
you guys-
incentivize? Hang on. Wait, let me finish. I'm almost done.
No,
You're
I've
always
been
speaking, lady.
this
You're
whole time.
always
Yeah,
speaking.
Yeah, I am.
That's why Kamala lost, because she was speaking too.
Yeah, because you're offended when a
Yeah,
woman's
well, she said,
offended when you are
I'm
offended."
speaking. I'm
Yeah, she-
speaking.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up,
And she
Andrew.
lost.
Andrew, control yourself.
Control yourself.
Donald Trump lost in 2020 by a lot.
Not to Kamala Harris.
So, sir, do we need to go over those numbers?
Yeah, let's go over them.
So you're telling me, do you think that Donald Trump won in a landslide?
No, I thought you were talking about the economic numbers, the thing we were talking about.
Election.
What?
I thought you were talking about the economics, the thing we were
No,
talking
what did
about.
Lenny just say?
I don't know.
said he rigged the election.
I know
He
did.
rigged all 3 elections.
Well, anyway, so that aside, I would like to get back to why you think it's a good idea to have our enemies producing goods that we need if we can incentivize those companies to come back to us with tariffs.
Yeah, so we can't.
Why can't we?
If that would have happened, we would have already done so.
We did. We started to do that with China, and actually we started to see some industry come back. We definitely were winning the trade war with China by the numbers.
That's not true.
Okay, let's pull up the numbers, and you can prove me wrong. Let's see who got the best of the
So
trade
if
war.
we pull up the numbers, we know that would be true. So
Pull them up.
also-
I'll go over them with you line by line. We definitely were winning the trade
Andrew,
war.
let's simmer it down.
Can you pull up the
Okay.
numbers so we can actually figure out which one of us is right?
Also, sir,
No, you can't.
Andrew, I have a question.
You can't. You can't pull up the numbers.
Yeah. No, I will. I just have a question.
You're never going to pull up the
Andrew.
numbers.
Andrew, debate Parker. Anyways, Andrew.
Sure. If Parker will do a moderated debate, like on MDD, I'll even do it live, like in
You know you
person.
would lose.
No, I would. Well, if they just do what you do and just mute the opposition, probably.
I never muted you once.
Yeah. What you do instead is just filibuster. Won't answer questions.
true.
You
Hello,
you
Zach.
haven't answered any questions I've asked
Yes,
you.
I have actually. You're
Okay.
wrong.
Well then. Well, you just saying you're wrong means I'm wrong.
Next. That.
Zach, you're the one that literally said people didn't vote for Kamala Harris because she talked too much.
I didn't say that.
No, that was
Not.
Andrew
I
who
said
that.
Andrew.
That was Andrew.
No,
Sorry,
I
not
think
you,
that
Zach.
I think a critical point that assisted in her losing the elections when she says, "I'm speaking."
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
well,
she
Trump
was
I'm
speaking.
speaking. Well, you can say but you lost. So
I'm not gonna lie.
She was-
you can say but you lost,
No, because she was speaking actually.
and she lost, ma'am.
Well,
I
at least
do
I
agree
would vote for a
with
convicted
Andrew a
felon
lot,
who was
but-
Trump lost.
a liable of great.
Yeah.
Wait, I
So,
actually have a question. Wait.
oh,
hold
you
on,
have
I
a question. I'm supposed to answer your questions now.
Andrew.
I'm not answering
So if
any
Donald-
questions until you answer my
If
questions.
Donald Trump would have lost in 2020, that means Kamala Harris probably would have won now. How would you feel
No.
about that?
I don't know what you mean. I don't understand the question. Can you answer my
If Ch-
questions?
If Donald Trump won in 2020,
I don't understand. There's not enough clarity in this question. Can you ask it again in a different way?
Yes, if Donald Trump won in 2020,
I'm still not clear. Sorry.
if Donald
I'm not
Trump,
clear. I'm not clear on the
Andrew,
question.
come on, dude.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm waiting.
This is what happens
I just told you when you're willing to answer. Oh, why are you so triggered? You're so
This
triggered.
is why Dean
You're so
hates
triggered.
you in
Dean's
every
never.
debate.
You're. Why are you? You're so upset because you won't answer my questions,
is
but you
why
expect me to
Dean-
answer
this is
yours.
why Dean
Dean's never.
cooks you in
Dean has never
every
cooked anything. Dean couldn't cook a cheeseburger. The only thing Dean has ever done is turned over on his friend Harry Sisson because he's a scumbag.
Agreed.
That's the only thing he's ever
You're
done.
Just mad that Dean
Hey,
makes
can I
more
ask you?
money than you?
I make way more than Dean. And by the way, Harry Sisson, can I ask you, Harry Sisson, friend of Dean Withers, who he now says is not his friend, can you tell me what Harry actually did wrong?
I don't know a lot. All I heard was that he was like talking with people.
Yeah, he was humping a bunch of different chicks. And then lying to him
what?
about it. He was banging a bunch of different broads and then lying about it to each one of those broads.
And didn't Donald Trump do that?
Yeah, I know. They got a lot in common.
I don't understand why you're saying that graping someone is funny.
Wait a second. Harry Sisson
Are
didn't
you a
grape
woman?
anybody. Did Harry Sisson grape
That's-
somebody?
That's just disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's disgusting? None of that even happened, so.
Yeah, oh, so now we don't trust women. I see what's going on.
No
First, you
woman
don't
has
like women
accused
in
Harry
power.
Sisson of
You
grape.
think a man would be
No woman
best
has
suited
accused
on
Harry
this?
Sisson of grape, you lunatic.
Oh my God, not the lunatic.
Aw, like,
No.
come on, dude.
Well, I'm
That's
sorry,
just
ma'am, but you
it's
just don't seem to
disgusting.
understand your facts here at all.
How
You
come
don't
you
know
make
your
it?
facts.
You know what I don't understand with you, Andrew? How come whenever a woman talks
You sound
to you,
drunk.
you make them sound
Are
like
you
they're
are you drunk?
Oh,
No, I'm not.
Come on, you're drunk. When did you start? Did you start at 6 o'clock?
I don't find how this is funny.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
It's disgusting.
Yo, I mean, I think you're disgusting, but I didn't say that.
Shut up,
Have you looked at
Terry.
yourself when you
Hold on,
debated
hold
in
on, hold on, hold
Jubilee?
on.
Did you look at yourself then?
Did you
Does
look
he
at the guy?
dirty?
Did you look at the guy who was debating? He looked way worse than me.
Oh,
Hosty,
no, he did
just,
not.
Hosty, just.
The guy who S's the D. Yeah, I think he looked worse than me.
Yeah, and he beat you in that debate,
Yeah.
so don't even go there.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody, according to you, beats everybody in a debate because you don't know how to debate.
Yeah,
but
because
I still think it's funny.
Republicans cannot debate.
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. You've gotten every fact wrong so far.
That's not true.
That's
Actually,
true.
You have.
You just keep saying
We
actually and then adjusting your glasses like that means something.
Actually.
Actually, and then you adjust the glass. Are you one of those chicks who wears the glasses that doesn't actually have the lenses because you think it makes you look cute?
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Come on, you know what I'm
Okay,
talking
that's
like. You guys,
actually funny.
you guys know the type of chick I'm talking
you guys
about. Where
wear
they
glasses
got the
with
weird,
Got an office eye
they
right
got the weird wire rims, and then they don't even have lenses in it, and then they still adjust them as though they need to see correctly with them. Can somebody explain
Okay,
this to
Zach,
me?
Stop kissing his ass, please.
Oh, come on, you were laughing too.
I'm laughing at you because you sound stupid.
No, she was laughing because she thought it was funny.
No.
Andrew's right. Andrew's right.
So Andrew, back to the debate, right?
Yeah, but can you? No, I need you to answer my question first. Why do you think women wear those stupid wire rim glasses that don't have the lenses in them, and
I
then
don't know, it's
adjust
usually
them,
blonde
and then they like adjust them as though they actually need them to see?
I'm not sure. Maybe they're on stuff. I'm not sure.
Okay, you answered a
Can you
question.
pull the
I'll
numbers
answer a
up,
question.
though? Like,
That's
that
fair.
would be nice. Like going back to what Andrew said, like let's just pull the numbers up.
Yeah, pull the numbers up for the Chinese trade war. Let's see who was winning it.
Chinese trade war?
With the U.S. and let's see who got the better
Yeah,
of who.
so we can do that after you answer my question, which you just said you would do.
Yeah, I'll answer your question. Go ahead.
So, can I tell you why I voted for Kamala Harris?
That's not a question.
It's a second question.
I mean, you're like, can I ask you a question? I say, yeah, and then you're like, can I tell you a story? Like, make up your mind here, lady.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me not to
So-
tell you what to do.
Look at yourself in the mirror.
Look at yourself in the mirror, ma'am.
I do.
You do. Could you do to lose?
do.
Could you do to lose a few? I'm just curious. I could do to lose a few.
What?
I just said I could do to lose a few.
The numbers.
Are you calling me fat?
I would never say something like that. That's absurd and atrocious behavior. I would never engage in that.
You're kidding me. I go to the gym every single day. What are you talking about?
Do you blow your personal
But then
trainer
they
like half the
should
women who
be
go?
What did you
There
just
should
say?
be well
What did you just
exercised.
say?
I just asked if you have a good relationship with the people at the gym.
Going to the gym, Hosty.
I didn't sexualize going to the gym. Is ridiculous.
Yes, you did. You literally said, "Do you blow your trainer?"
I did not say that.
you.
I did not say that.
you
I said,
did.
do you go to a trainer? Get your mind out of the gutter.
The trainer, like
I said, do you go to the trainer? And then
That's
you
not
put
what
your
you
mind
said.
right in the
Also, no,
gutter.
hold on.
I
So
know what you
gross.
Hosty, I know.
Get your mind out of the gutter. So gross.
Stop, Andrew. Andrew, stop.
All right.
I'm not allowing you to lie. And what you just said is disgusting.
It's
and
hilarious.
weird,
Come on, it was
and
hilarious.
It's predatory.
Oh, it's predatory. Everything's
You're saying
predatory.
that with children watching this live right now.
Oh
Why
my
do you have
God!
children
Oh
watching
my
your
God! You have children watching your live, and it's supposed to be 18 and up.
Jeff,
It's literally TikTok. There's
supposed
a
to
lot
be
of people
18 and up.
under any ages on TikTok, and they're probably scrolling through the For You page.
Well, then
You
why
know
are
what,
you
Andrew-
talking the way that
Yeah,
you're
no
talking?
no
If there's
kidding.
Children watching, then why are you talking?
Yeah, why are
the
you
way that
talking the way you're talking? It's ridiculous. You're talking about grape and all kinds of things in front of children.
What?
Yeah, you said Donald Trump's a rapist to children.
he is.
So I guess you don't mind talking foul in front of children then.
Guess what? Get over it, please.
Yeah, as soon as you do.
First off, do you think? Hold on, Andrew. I have a question.
You
for
actually are you actually going to ask one this time? You're going to
Do
tell me
you-
a story again.
Do you
With my
think it's
3-year-old.
okay? Do you think it's okay for a man to put his fingers on a woman without her consent?
Yeah, I smack my wife in the rear all the time without her consent. She doesn't get. She's like, she'll just be doing the dishes and shit. I'll walk by and just whack, and she'll be like, "Ow!" And I can tell it totally surprises her. It's out of the blue, and she definitely didn't consent to it, and that's what makes it funny.
That's your woman. That's completely different.
Oh, it is. Well, I don't know. How is that completely
She's
different?
talking about a random fucking female, not your one.
Well, she should have been a little bit more specific, then I guess, huh?
Okay, then putting your fingers up a woman's vagina without her permission.
Well, there
kids
are.
watching.
Hang on. Yeah, there's kids watching. That's pretty gross. But not only that, what about, like, have you ever been in a relationship with a guy and he's woken you up or you've woken him up with sex?
No.
That's never happened? Come
I
on.
don't- I
It's
don't-
never
I
happened.
don't believe that.
Yeah, come on. Give me a break. You just don't want to bite the bullet because you know it's an absurd position, right?
I
Okay,
don't
so then
do
let me
that.
ask you this: if I wake my wife up with sex, is it grape?
Sir, I don't think you're clicking.
Can you answer my question? Can you answer my question so I understand the consistency?
Because you're married.
Yeah.
Clearly, you've given consent. I'm talking about.
No,
the
no,
man-
I'm unconscious. How could I give consent? Or she's unconscious. How could she give
What are
consent?
you talking about?
If she's asleep and I wake her up with sex, right? Is that grape?
No, because you're married.
Oh, so there's implied
Then why
consent.
Then why is marital grape something that we prosecute?
Yeah, and value at all. Yeah.
Because it's disgusting.
Well, I
then
thought you
what's
just
the
said it doesn't exist a second ago.
Also,
Where's
this-
the defining
hold on.
factor
Also,
between
this
what is
girl,
marital grape and what's
girl,
not?
Stop riding him all the time. It's disgusting.
No, I'm asking you because you're making a claim, and so I
Hey,
wanna
that's
clarify.
mean. I'm not allowed to have female fans.
Ooh, yeah, your fans.
Yeah, what's wrong with having female fans? I'm sure that most of your fan base is male. They're certainly not here because of your great takes.
I'm pretty sure never mind.
But I still need you to explain what
Ooh,
what
girl,
is the
I don't need to
difference?
explain anything to you.
Well,
And
I'm saying
couldn't
I don't
anyway,
know. I need
to be
you
fair.
to tell me.
No, I mean,
What's
I
the
wanna hear it.
difference?
I wanna
Where is the defining factor between what is considered marital grape and what's not?
Yeah, so grape is when you do not consent to someone.
So if my
What he's
wife's
doing
asleep,
is
she
he's
couldn't
bringing
consent,
his
right?
Weird marriage into this, talking about slapping his
Yeah.
wife's ass.
Yeah.
Do it.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that either.
It's weird talking about your sex life.
That's
on
not
here.
even talking about the sex life. What do you mean? Giving your woman a good open palm smack to the rear? Come on. Like your guy's never done that to you once? Did he ever put any sauce on it? Like he kind of, you could see him kind of winding up a little bit.
Whoa.
So you could tense just right at the end, how you tense right at the end because you know it's coming
What
because
he's
you can
doing
see him
is
winding
actually
up.
Talking about porn right now, and
How is that corn?
And clearly,
How's that
men
corn?
like
What are you
him
talking
watch
about?
that.
Wait, Hosty, if you talking about inappropriate stuff is bad because there's quote unquote kids watching the live, then how come
Oh, girly,
whenever he's
girly.
talking it's not bad,
He's the
but
one that
whenever
literally
you
said
talk
that he was
about it,
slapping
it's
a girl's
bad.
ass and doing the sex stuff. So I'm gonna talk about it too if we're gonna go there.
You
No,
brought
no,
it
no,
up.
I don't mean it like that, Hosty. I mean it like, how come he's complaining about you being inappropriate whenever he's being inappropriate as well?
Well,
Because
then
there's
she
kids
made the
watching.
claim
She has the
first.
moral high ground, I thought, right?
I do not believe in the Bible, so I don't think I do.
Oh, okay. Well, I agree. There is no moral high ground, so we don't care what kids watch then?
Terry, shut up with the simmer it down now.
Simmer down. Simmer down.
So, anyways, so Andrew,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, great. I'm going to get a lecture. Here we go. I can't wait. Give me the lecture.
So when we vote against people, when we only vote for white people, I don't find that okay. And you shouldn't either.
Why?
Because you voted against black people.
If a black person wanted to vote against a white person, would that be okay?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, great consistency there, lady.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm joking.
Yeah. Well, you had to try to retract that one real quick, didn't you?
Anyways, actually, do you think racism exists in our country?
What? Hang on. Now you hang on. We had a deal. Now you have to answer one of my questions because I just answered one of yours. Has a man ever who you've been in a relationship with walked by and done the wind up while you tensed up because you knew it was coming? Just answer the question.
I'm not talking about my life.
Has it ever happened? Come on. Has it ever happened?
I'm not talking about my life.
So it's happened. Of course it's happened. Do you think that's toxic masculinity?
Yes.
When he when he does the wind, what if he doesn't do the wind up? If it's just like a pat, is that toxic masculinity? Like how much of the assault with the hand to the rear buttocks of the woman done in the relationship is assault?
I'm not talking about a butt. First off.
What? No. I'm asking. Have you ever been in a relationship? A guy has done the wind up where he gave you that nice open pan smack to the rear. And when he did you tense up because you knew it was coming? And if so, is that assault? Did he assault you?
So I'm not talking about my life on here.
I don't know why you won't answer the question. Answer the question. I've been answering all your questions.
It's weird.
Why is it weird? I just want to know if it's assault or not. Is that do you consider that to be assault?
No.
No. Okay. So then definitely it's happened, right? So then I think your ideas of consent are really bizarre.
But that's not what Donald Trump did.
Oh,
You're
okay.
right,
I
he
see.
didn't do anything.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he did less than that.
No, he put his fingers up her
How do you know that?
because she said that, sir.
Oh, I see. So if a woman says something, it's instantly true.
No. So what
Okay,
we
great.
do is hold on, please. Let me finish.
Okay.
So when a male or female or anyone comes up and says someone raped me,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to believe that person until there's proof that they did not do it, correct?
Well, yeah, I think that the allegation would need to immediately be investigated, of course.
So can you give me any proof that did not happen?
Well, that's not how it works. You would have to provide the proof that it did happen.
She said it herself.
Yeah, so what? He said it didn't. That's not a great burden of proof. Like, what's the physical evidence that we would have for this?
First off, it was so long ago. How are
Right.
you supposed to have physical? Veronica,
Right.
you're in here, queen. Veronica.
Yeah, you got to make it. Got to make it a 5-on-1 because you're getting decimated. Got to make it a 5-on-1.
Veronica, deal with him.
So,
Oh, I see. You got to bring somebody else in.
He was on Jubilee.
talking about E. Jean Carroll?
No. We were talking first. I need you to answer a question, which is very important.
No. I just asked.
Oh, well, I'm not going to answer it until you answer. I'm not going to answer it. Yeah, I'm not going to answer it until you answer one of mine.
Please be quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to answer one until you answer one of mine.
Everyone, please be quiet.
Well, I can just boot you off the panel.
Okay, go ahead. Who cares? Most live viewers you'll have all night is because I'm here.
Don't kick Andrew Wilson.
Go ahead.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, who cares? You kick, you lose. You kick, you lose. You kick, you lose.
Don't kick it.
You lose. You kick, you lose.
Don't
All right,
kick
you lost.
Oh, you just lost all your clout.